How's it going, everybody, and welcome to my gaming setup tour 2021. So obviously there's a lot of things which kind of happens here, a lot of upgrades, a lot of different things, but honestly the number one thing which I have to admit is you guys. Just look at this. Yeah, I mean, I am a little bit late. I mean, just a tad late from when I originally said I was actually going to upload this video. Whoops. And obviously the most important part, the fact that, you know, the cinematics, which again, I really hope you guys enjoyed the cinematics, obviously showing off the wire management. Yeah, how many bloody years have I said that I'm actually going to do some wire management and I never did it? It's actually done. This is my gaming setup. So yeah, it's an interesting setup. Ignore the wires. Let's just say that I'm not that good when it comes to wire management. So here it is. Ignore the wires. Yes, I know. I'm a bad person for wire management. It will be fixed. Today, we're starting Project Reset. Also, just a quick disclaimer. Yes, I know about the wires. They're coming in phase 3, okay? I know it's a mess down there, it's bad. All right, so here we are underneath the desk. Yes, wire management. I know, I said I'll get it done so many times now. Oh God, the lighting's fallen down. 6 months ago from this recording. Shh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of recording this the day before I'm actually moving out to uni. So this is kind of a little bit rushed. So if the quality seems a little bit lacking, I do apologize for it. Yeah, literally, I need to finish this video, pack, because tomorrow I'm moving over 5 hours away from where I live currently. So, pain. But yeah, so anyway, let's get straight on into this, huh? There's just no dilly-dallying. I'm gonna show you guys the setup, show you everything which is new, everything which is still the same, everything which is different. And yeah, just show you the setup and see how much it has actually progressed since last year. Because this thing, like this whole entire setup, I did not expect it to get like to what it is today. I'm honestly really proud of this setup, and now I've got to rip it all apart to go to uni. Fun. So before I show you the main rig, let's go ahead and show you the second rig. That's right, I've actually gone ahead and created a whole second setup for when friends come over, which obviously you can see is some like highlights from when my mate Charter decided to come here. Whoops.
A bit of a light on the screen.
Wait, what?
There you go.
What the fuck?
Make it so you can see it from it.
This doesn't help. I'm not going to sit with a straight back. Let's look presentable for the lovely ladies and gentlemen and non-beanies. Is the camera still... What did you just do?
Okay.
Did you just take a picture of me?
No.
What did you just...
But yeah, so this second setup isn't honestly too fancy. If you want the complete truth, the majority of this setup is actually recycled stuff. So I've got my old monitor here. This used to be my old monitor, which I've had since like 2014. Focus. Since 2014, I've noticed there's little flickers on the screen now, so I think it might be on its way out. We've also got my very old Razer Blackwidow with its Razer Defadder Chroma, the original. So as you can see, old, as well as my old PC, because we actually have built a brand new PC down here. So obviously, if you want all the specs to this computer, you can check it out in the description below, or look at last year's gaming setup video, where I did a detailed run through of every single part inside that rig. Also got this awesome little game over sign here. I love it. So on top of that, we also now have a very long League of Legends limited edition KDA Mousemat. Yeah, it kind of doesn't fit on this table. And the funny thing is, this table's also recycled. This table used to be that table before this table replaced this table. So we decided to cut it up. And yeah, that was an experience cutting up this table because no hands were almost lost during that. I'm not liable for anything which happened. And also we have combined this with the Razer Man of War wireless headphones with the Corsair LT100 towers. So I think combined with the towers, the light, just ambience on the back, I absolutely love it. It's clean, and this is honestly a really just simple setup, and I feel like minus the leg room because of the bloody printer, it's actually really nice. And then I've also decided to get a poster. This is actually custom made. I custom made this because obviously there's two different versions of the poster. We had the English version, which I wanted to actually have like proper English part, and then the top part, which that was on another part of this poster. So I've kind of combined them both and I got them printed out, and I think this looks absolutely sick. And I just love this motto: it's just a game, or so I thought. So online, good anime. So next up, as I'll show off nearly every single setup, we've got the BTX 1500 speaker. Absolutely love it because of the LEDs and the reactiveness from it when it listens to the song. It's just sick. It just goes well with this whole entire room. And now that leads us onto the main setup. Here we have the main battle station. Kicking things off, we have the good old chair. This is the... No, I didn't just look at the name. Don't know what you're on about. This is the GT Omega Racing Recliner, where obviously you got to do the traditional, can you do this? This is actually really comfy. You have no idea how many times I've fallen asleep on this chair just like this. It's also really handy because I decided to say, hey, I want to lie down. Can't be asked to get out of my chair. Let's lie down and let's just watch something on the big TV, because why not? But overall, this is an absolute amazing chair. It's admittedly a bit battered, as you can see, but it is a absolutely phenomenal chair. It's great. Next up, before we head underneath the desk, let's go ahead from right to left of everything we have in the main setup. To kick things off, we have three ASUS PG 2798QR 165Hz 1440p monitors. These things are a blast. I can't live without them now. Every time I go onto a 1080p monitor, it just doesn't feel right. Admittedly, one downside to these things, which can't be helped, during the summer, they blast heat into your face. So if you ever see me sweating on streams, it's most likely because those monitors, they produce a shit ton of heat. It's nuts. Next up, we have the Elgato key light. This thing is an absolute savior when it comes to streaming, because without it, you guys just can't see my face. It's impossible. I might have all these LEDs in this room, but without that key light, you just don't see me. However, when you guys always decide to use the bloody flashbang command on my stream, you know what? Let me show you. Later on, I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. Here we have the mount for my current DSLR camera, the Canon EOS M50. So obviously it's an absolutely amazing camera, and this is just a simple Elgato multi-mount arm, which I decided to get off Amazon. It's expensive as hell, but hey, it gets the job done, and I get to move the camera around now. It's a lot more better than the old scuffed system I had. Up here we just have a typical Sony Bravia TV with the good old Scarlet Nexus background. Admittedly, I do really need to re-record this because it's still got the demo edition on it. You can tell I recorded it, 'cause I've got my name up there. But I really badly need to update that. But it's just Scarlet Nexus, man. It's a sick game. I love it to bits. We got some just typical sound foam on the wall. This is just old stuff I got off Amazon. Admittedly, the tape I used to put this up cost more than all these panels can put together. And I'm pretty sure I might have actually buggered the wall. We don't talk about that. Yeah, let's keep going. When it comes to the audio of the whole entire setup, here we have the AT2020, the Audio Technica AT2020 condenser microphone with a simple, sound foam on it, with a Samsung SPO1 mount and the Rode PSA1 boom arm. Obviously, just typical stuff you've seen in every single, if you've watched all my gaming setups, This has always been the thing. It's sick, it's great. I've literally had this mount and this boom arm now for probably 6 years. So that's how great I actually say it is. See, it goes along here, clips onto the sides of the actual desk. Moving on to the peripherals, here we have the Razer Def Adder V2. Now, obviously I upgraded this from the old Def Adder over there. I love the Def Adder series. It fits so well in my hand, and obviously this one actually comes with DPI buttons, where you guys always force me to end up playing with 20,000 DPI on stream. Not fun. Also, with the Razer Firefly Mousemat, I have been meaning to upgrade this because this is really outdated, and I've noticed the LEDs down here have kind of been starting to break, but still, it's an absolutely amazing mouse mat. You know me, RGB forever. You can't get enough of it. Followed by the Razer Huntsman Elite keyboard. Now, obviously, the original reason I actually picked up this keyboard was because of all the LEDs around the side. Look, I'm an LED enthusiast, leave me alone. But this thing, especially with the wrist rest, I was originally just gonna scrap this wrist rest because I thought I wouldn't need it. But this has honestly done so much wonders to my wrist. It's made life so much easier, it's made gaming so much smoother, and my wrist doesn't actually hurt nearly as much as it used to. So I ain't complaining. As per usual, we have our good old Alexa down here. Cancel. There we go. Can't live without this thing. This thing literally controls the whole entirety of my room. It controls all of the smart plugs, all of the LEDs, the nanoliths, literally every single thing in this room. So I cannot live without it. It's an amazing little thing, and I've got so much more I want to do with it. Admittedly, it is a bit buggy right now. As you can see, it kind of flickers, and I have no idea how to fix that. So if any of you guys know how to fix that, hit me up, because I'm really intrigued to know. After that, as you can see behind the initial monitor, we have the Razer Nomo speakers. These things, I decided to get them without the subwoofer because obviously I didn't really want to spend a bit extra, too much money. But even without the subwoofers, these things pack a punch, and they are honestly really clean, really nice, and I actually really like them. So I don't love Razer. I don't know what you're on about. Next up, we have the typical Stream Deck, the thing which I decided to buy because I thought, hey, might as well, and now it's become such a necessity, especially when it comes to streaming, that I can't live without it. So I click on there, just loads up all my stream gear, I hit game, and it changes all the profiles, so all the stuff like here, I can go back, I can then say, I don't know, I want to end the stream, so it takes me to the ending parts, just to make easier access, since I didn't go for the more key Stream Deck. Just makes things a lot easier. So if, say, intermission, brings up all the intermission stuff, go back to game. I've then got scenes, which I can do here. We've got soundboard, and you can just go back and do all this type of stuff, and it's just really handy. Got the old BPG thing. This is where the old BPG stream stuff we used to go, but now I just got it for my LEDs. Got this button here, which I click it. It will open up all the programs for my streaming. As you can see, it's trying to open everything up now. There we go. Streamlabs, the software to see my Spotify, the chat bot, everything. Oh god, even the Lumia streams kicked off now. It's taken over all the lights, and all the lights have got automatically all set up for the stream. So really handy.
Got one?
Ah, Jesus Christ. All right.
For a lot. It was a long.
Ow. See you later. So next up on the list, we have the Lumetric time clock. I mainly use this as, oh god, the camera settings is not set for this, is it? I normally use this for, obviously, the clock, my Twitch followers. It also shows stuff such as my YouTube subscribers. Obviously, just a typical thing. You see a lot of different YouTubers which have this, but it's a nice little piece of kit, and I actually really like it. Adds a bit more vibe to, and a bit more professionalism to the room, I think. I don't know why, yeah. After that, we have the Go XLR mixer. Now this thing, again, I bought this more as a luxury rather than a necessity, because I thought, hey, it's pretty cool having these just all these different channels right here, and being able to use soundboards. 28 stab points. But again, it's kind of become a necessity. I had to rebuy the AT2020 because I used to have the USB version, and I had to get the XLR version just to actually make it compatible, and I wasn't allowed to use wireless headphones anymore because it doesn't like wireless headphones. But all things considered, I love this thing. If they can make it so you can also add wireless headphones to it, and then it doesn't have to be wired, then this thing, it's just a no-brainer. You've got to get it. After that, we have the typical Razer headset stand, followed by a simple wireless iPhone charger. And here we have the main attraction. This is the Razer Chroma mug holder. Now this thing is very rare, very limited edition. It's a bit mucky right now. I do have to kind of clean it, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, this thing is very limited edition. This isn't the one of the original 1337 editions. This is one of the other ones from like giveaways and that type of stuff. But this thing is rare and I absolutely love it. Obviously, this thing is expensive. It is just a typical mug and a holder. And then obviously it goes RGB when you put it off. When you go on, it goes normal. But this thing, it flashes at you. No, not that kind. What happens is, you set a certain time and it will start flashing whatever colour you want, and it basically forces you to hydrate. Remember, kids, don't drink water. Drink water. So when the eventually notification happens, this is what happens. It will start flashing green like this, and it gets so irritating, especially to me, that I have to pick it up and drink just so it goes back to normal. After that, we have the Razer Mamba wireless and mouse, followed by the Razer Blade Pro 17-inch laptop. I got very pissed off because the second I bought this thing, they decided to upgrade all these PCs to the 30 series. So I've got the 20 series in here, and the 30 series was at no extra cost. That hurt. 1 week, all I had to do was wait. But hey, this laptop is a blast. It is a beast. And then we have just a very cute miniature Stream Deck down here to control the key lights. Moving under the whole entire setup, as you can see, well, apparently not because of autofocus, as you can see, everything is a hell of a lot more cable managed. Not the greatest cable management, I do admit, but for my first time ever cable managing, looking at least from here, it looks so much more cleaner. And I do like it, and in fact I did manage to cable tie all these cables from the actual rig itself. So obviously, let's get to the main attraction, the actual main rig. You guys are all been probably wondering what this is. This is the beast of the rig I decided to build. All custom built. I found all the parts online on Amazon and obviously Nvidia's website, and this is it. Starting off with the case, this is the Razer Lee Dynamic case. I decided to go with this, obviously one, Razer, two, the fact it's got all LEDs down the side and underneath, and I thought, and the fact this is also a really big beefy case, I thought it was perfect for this whole entire setup. So taking the tempered glass off the case, this is the whole inside of the case, so you can see, very themey, and that's what I love about it. Starting off with the fans, these are the Corsair LL120s. Obviously, these ones right here, I do need to turn them around for proper inflow and outflow. Yes, I know I will be changing them, but these things, beautiful, go well with the setup. I absolutely love them. Followed by the CPU, which is underneath this water cooler. The CPU is an Intel Core i9-9900K CPU, 8 cores, 16 threads, perfect for streaming, even though I do still need to upgrade it because I'm still hitting the 100% CPU limit with a dual streaming setup. I do not understand. After that, we have the Nvidia Geforce RTX 2080 Ti, a mouthful to say the least. Followed by 64 gigs of DDR4 3200 MHz Corsair Vengeance Pro RAM. Again, bit overkill, but it's pretty. That's all that matters. It's pretty. The motherboard is an ASUS Z390F gaming motherboard. Pretty overkill, but it's still beautiful. Goes with the setup really well. And on top of the CPU, we have a Deepcool Castle X360 water cooler. I haven't been able to change the LEDs on this because I might have forgotten to plug it in and I don't remember where the plug to change it goes. Whoops. When it comes to the hard drives, we have a Delta Max SSD. I decided to go for it because of the fact that it's got a full RGB face. Yes, it's a bit dusty, leave me alone. I'm moving literally tomorrow, so shush. And then followed by 2 XPG M.2 1TB hard drives. And this is also a 500 gig SSD. So in total, I got around 2.5 terabytes of hard drive space. Then underneath, we have the typical Elgato HD60 Pro capture card, so we can obviously simply capture the Xbox and the PlayStation. Then above the rig, we have a Elgato Cam Link, purely for the camera as I'm currently recording right now, so we can use the DSLR for the streaming. Over on the left side, here we have the Synology DS18 Plus server. I mainly use this for file storage at the moment because I do not want to have the risk of losing any of my life, because pretty much my whole entire life is on my hard drives. So I've got so far 2 8 terabytes in here. These two are currently free. I've got nothing in those spaces, and the second one simply clones the first hard drive, so if one fails I've still got a backup on them. And then down below we have the Xbox One with a external hard drive and a PlayStation 4. Up top I have a simple Ethernet splitter, and then we have a load of extra USB ports as well. So that's the main rig. Here we have the Galaxy Skylight. Now this thing, I always use it at night time because it's just so relaxing for me. It helps me go to sleep. It's nice just looking at the stars and the galaxy on the ceiling. Followed by, on the third desk, we have the Call of Duty Modern Warfare night vision goggles, limited edition, with the Colo lights. We've got HTC Vive full body tracking, which is a brand new addition to the setup, and with the English Luke, the HTC Vive Pro. And then we have the typical fish tank, which has a lot less fishes this time, I'm afraid. They've all kind of died out. But however, Demon is still here. And as you can see, he still looks just as pissed off as ever. Ain't that right, Demon? This is your territory, ain't it? Next up, we have the typical Dyson air-cool bladeless fan. I love this thing to bits. It might be a bit loud because I might have screwed the motor up. Then after that, we have the good old collection of boxes, which we honestly do not talk about. Then we've got a couple Mitaka Makoto figures here from Certain Scientific Railgun. And we've got this good old Seraphine limited edition figure here, which even comes with a card of authenticity, which is pretty cool. Then we've got a load of Seraph the End figures, Shinoa, Lord Ferret, we've got you. And then we've got the Devoom, that's kind of sus. And a lot of Seraph the End manga. What are you on about? Seraph the End is definitely not my favourite anime. Then after that, we actually have this really cool Japanese piece of art here. This is all made out of paper, and this is literally a full 3D effect. It's fully 3D. It isn't just a simple, just a piece of it. And I think it's honestly really beautiful. Even down here, we've got a Japanese plate down here. And again, it's just beautiful. And I just don't know what to say, so I don't know. I've really been getting into Japanese culture and I really do like it. Right, next up we have the Nanoliths. Obviously you guys seen this all the time. If you haven't seen this, where have you been hiding? And underneath, I decided to get a Good Vibes Only sign from, guess where? I bought it from Wish. Of all places, Wish. And then last but not least, I have these two little things on the bed. This is a Polar H10. So if you ever see me with a heartbeat monitor on my streams, this is what's attached to me checking out my heartbeat. Yeah, roll some clips.
I'm going in the basement.
Oh, Jesus!
Wait!
Did you just fucking glitch me out? You glitched me out back into the thing! Yes! Thank you!
Green doors.
And then after that, we have a wireless Razer turret. So this is mainly meant for the Xbox One. However, I use it as a wireless keyboard and mouse for the main rig up here. So when I'm in bed, I can just chill, watch anime. I can even play games, literally just from bed. So, all right then. So this is my 2021 gaming setup. Now, 2022's is going to look a hell of a lot different because this is the final time you're probably ever going to see this setup in this room. Because obviously I'm moving to university tomorrow, hence why I was a little bit rushed. So again, apologies for that. Obviously, none of this could have been done without you guys and with all your amazing support. So again, thank you guys so much for all your support. It really does mean a lot, especially you guys on the stream. All you do is just constantly try and make me cry. How can you? Why? Why do you do this? But yeah, so this is gonna be the last time of me signing off in this particular room. So I hope you guys enjoyed this gaming setup. I'm hoping that I didn't actually miss anything. If I did miss anything, I guess you'll see it in a minute. But if you guys haven't yet, feel free to come join in on Discord. We have an awesome community. We've got lots of things we do on it, events, all that type of stuff. And I'm trying to make it more active again. So if you want, the link is right here. Also, I also do almost daily streams on Twitch. At the moment, it's going to be a bit scuffed since I'm moving to uni, but hopefully daily streams on Twitch, so keep an eye out on that. I always do regular updates on Discord, so again, Discord's down below. And if you guys want to obviously have a look at any of the items in this setup, there's going to be a whole massive set of links in the description, so you guys can easily just find it, and you guys can find your own parts if there's anything you wanted. So that's gonna be it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really hope I didn't miss anything. That was a lot of stuff. And until next time, guys, take care, have a great day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
I've been stuck